Well, I'm standing here with one of our former CBC Future 40 Bright Light winners, Jordynn Delorme. You were 17 when you won, now 18. Just tell us a little bit about yourself for those maybe who don't know you.
Well, my name is Jordynn Delorme. I'm from the Cowes First Nation here in Treaty 4 Territory. I'm going to be turning 19 actually at the end of this month. I was 17 when I won my Bright Light Award. I was nominated by a really close friend of mine, and it came as a shock. We were going through a really tough time. My grandmother was sick, and at the time I was looking for something, that light at the end of the tunnel, just something to just help me get up there. And Nicole called me. And she was like, "Hey, you won." And I was like, "What? Really? Like me?" And that was my bright light, was winning that award.
It's such a good feeling to know that you're such an inspiration to so many like you. So what made you decide to, be that kind of role model for others?
Well, today there's a lot of youth out there who are struggling with addictions. They're struggling with, just trying to find their place. Like, it's intergenerational trauma from residential schools, and it's being passed down through generation to generation, and that's ultimately my motive. Even my own family was affected by this intergenerational trauma. We weren't brought up in traditional household. We were lost our ways a little bit, not too much. So that was one of my biggest motives, to be the role model that I was and am today.
And of course, all role models have role models of their own. So maybe is there someone that you look up to as an inspiration?
That would be my mom and my grandma. My grandma, when she was sick and battling her sickness, she showed the most ultimate strength. She reminded me every single day that she was going to be okay, that everything was going to be okay. And at the time, I had so much troubles trying to figure out, okay, well, she's sick, like, that's my grandma. How is she going to be okay? But she had passed on, and realizing now, I know she's definitely more than okay.
Yeah, very proud, I'm sure, of all the work that you've done. And so now here we are, almost a year later. What have you been doing since you won?
Well, I had graduated, and now I'm upgrading because I want to get into either Indigenous social work or some sort of field, like that field, in helping the community and just helping others be the role model they want to be.
Just kind of be a leader in that role model quest. Well, okay, so just finally, 5 years from now, you've kind of given me an idea of what you want to be doing, but if in the next 5 years, like little things that you can do, what's kind of your plan?
Well, with going into social work, I want to focus on more like with youth and people who are my age struggling, and being that someone for them, and hopefully opening doors for other youth, like how doors are open for me.
Just like your grandma.
Yeah.
All right, well, thank you so much, and have a great rest of your day.
You too. Thank you for having me.